Fuckery Friday. I hope you ready. Y'all got me spitting out this wig out of my mouth and everything. Jasmine said I could get it. She said I look good, child. Y'all, what y'all think? What y'all think? Hold on, what y'all think? Let me pause. Let me pause. Let me get the chair out the way. Let me pause. Let me get some fake money. Do I look like I got it? Let me guess how they do it. Jasmine said I look like one of the backup dancers for Sexy Red. She said, bend that ass over. Make that, is we ready? Huh? Is we ready? Don't play with me. Don't play with me, Barbs. Winos. I better be seeing them unicorns and them red wine glasses. That's right. That's right. We are celebrating longevity. They tried to take us both out, didn't they? They tried to go for the queen and mother. No, but somebody else had another plan. Yes, they did. Oh, I cannot wait. Listen, full show for y'all. Yes. Okay. Look, and y'all will not believe I did my wig myself. I picked out my outfit myself. I got my hat myself. I went to the beauty supply store and got everything, okay? Don't ask me to take off this hat because there's a lace tucked. Y'all know I don't know how to do no wigs now. But Shaq kind of like it because, Shaq like hood hoes now. He really do. He like looking like Keisha Kayor and everything. Let me tell y'all something. You know how serious I'm taking Pink Fuckery Friday right now? Look at this, y'all. Look at this. What'd that say? That is a Barbie. That is a Barbie crock. Don't play with me. Do not. And look. Are we ready all the way? And I got the wine. Yes. Too excited. Oh, Lord. Look, I got this 3 levels to turn this fan off. Okay, listen. Full show for y'all. Celina Powell. Okay? Definitely going to be rolling a portion of that interview tonight, all right? And then we're going to go watch the extended version on tashaklive.com right after this here show, okay? Definitely going to be talking about Nicki Minaj, queen, and a mother. Gay Man got a little message for y'all. Definitely going to be discussing Billy Porter, Tiffany Red, Cassie's best friend, okay? She spoke on Diddy. Definitely going to be talking about ASAP, Rocky and Rihanna, because things are a little rocky right now. It's going to be for a while because he's going to jail. Cam Newton and Watch Jazzy. Xavier and Howard. You guys know that we interviewed one of Xavier and Howard's alleged baby mothers, and now another one has just came on social media. I have spoken to her. We're definitely going to talk about that. So you're going to get some exclusive information on that. Nicole Murphy, that fine piece of chocolate she rolled out with at her, I don't know if it was her son or daughter's wedding, and Eddie Murphy was there. It was a son. Yeah. Her man was in court yesterday. Okay. Yeah, we got the deets on that. And you guys know we actually did a full breakdown of that on tashaklive.com. Nicole Murphy sure does know how to pick them. She really does. For her to be so beautiful. Light-skinned women deserve to be wives and not hoes. Okay? Who else are we going to be discussing? Who else? Natalie, Nunn, and Jess Hilarious. And much more, okay? And so listen, y'all better be liking, sharing, and subscribing to this video. We got some sponsors that we need to brag about, which means boldly raise a glass to hold that thought. We will be right back. You don't know who's messier, you or me. So let's just make it all messy, okay? We finally got Celina Powell in the motherfucking wine cellar.
I was with Fetty Wap and Waka Flocka.
And you with Waka Flocka while he was with Tammy?
Yes.
And you had a conversation with Tammy?
Yes.
And gave her the receipt?
Yeah, I gave her the receipts and everything. And I didn't know celebrities like you and like don't talk to you after.
How long did you and Offset fuck around though?
That was it.
That was it?
Girl, that was it. He hated me.
It was Snoop Dogg in the video, and he was snorting lines off of your chest.
And I FaceTimed. He answered with his full face on the camera.
Sorry, I'm like in the middle of getting ready right now. Where do you think I'm not ready? No question.
Now, he was very married at the time.
I found out he was married when he flew me out for the BET Awards, and on stage, he's thanking his wife. I'm like,
How was 50 Cent in bed?
I remember good dick. That's why I could tell you my good dicks.
Okay, good dicks.
Yeah, Young Thug, #1.
You f***ed Emin? Bitch, you are the Black Willow. How did you meet Emin though?
Through DMs. Everything is through DMs.
He hit you in the DM?
Girl. DMs are the easiest thing. That's why I exposed
Now Tiana is so unproblematic, but I've told her she need to stop letting bitches in her bed.
Like,
Now you were in a bathroom stall with Lil Meech giving him head.
you know, you have to give your man head wherever you're at.
Now academics, I seen him like in a tape online, and his belly is really huge. It's hairy. His dick was kind of small, and he had to stay close.
Kinda. It's so small, babe. Literally the smallest dick ever. Oh my God. So mad that I just fucked him too.
How long were y'all together? Because y'all was like in a relationship.
Bro, he's gonna deny being with me, but like that man would literally have a fucking heart attack if he ever saw me with anybody else. He would always call me, always text me, like always making sure I'm good. He's told me he loved me. He's in love with me. He's kissed me. We fucked raw. Like we've cuddled. Like I've slept with him like overnight. We've cried together.
Fired right now.
Babe, like we've cried together. Like
what did you cry about? What did you cry about? We
I
did see him crying recently over.
No, I've had him in the hotel room.
Okay.
Him, we're like locked eyes and we're talking and crying together.
Y'all be hoes.
Yeah, no, that.
Y'all be hoes for real.
Maybe
the preacher's kids.
I was sheltered, like sheltered. And then when one thing did happen to me when I was like 14, it just got like worse. So like I was really sheltered.
And we're back. Yes, we are. Oop, hold on. Oop. Okay, listen. Y'all, were y'all on Instagram? A lot of y'all was confused by my Instagram live that I did about an hour and a half ago. So let me explain something to you before we get into these topics, all right? So we had a chance to exclusively, for the first time ever, on Unwind with Tasha K. You know, I got to get my little white girl LA voice on, okay? For the first time ever, you are going to see an exclusive tell-all from K. Michelle's ex, Memphis, LaToya Wright's ex, Memphis, and one of the biggest A&Rs in the South, Memphis. Now, he came through for 3 hours. He got drunk on our wine. And when I tell you he told it all, y'all better have them subscriptions on. When I tell you it's thicker, it's way thicker than the Hazel E. Because, you know, these people been in the industry for years. And he was a big A&R before K. Michelle took him down. Yeah. And I got to tell you, this interview, your emotions are going to be all over the place. And I think you'll be able to understand him more. And for those of y'all that are saying, Tasha, you interviewing an user? No, I'm not. I'm not. And I don't think any user. Do I look Latina a little bit? I don't look Afro-Latina? Okay. So the accent is not given? I look Panama City? That's right. But I know this man has been accused of some things. That's my do-rag on here. I know this man has been accused of some things, but he's never, ever spoke his side the entire time. And so he came through. Nothing was off the table. He didn't run from it. He didn't try to make excuses for it. But I think you're going to be rather surprised at the outcome of this interview. Even Jasmine, when I went in, Jasmine was like, so you really going to interview somebody who was accused of this? And I said, damn, Jasmine. But Jasmine has changed her entire perception. Because when you have two sides to a story, you're able to put the third side to the story and put two and two together. And I think you're going to be fairly surprised. Y'all know I don't play that when it comes to putting your hands on women or using women or anything like that. You know, and I still give them a platform and use this platform to cuss them out. I'll call the police myself. But when I tell you, you're going to be rather surprised to finally hear from him. Just thank God for platforms like mine, okay? Because like when I tell you, there are so many agendas out here. And I think now that everybody's educated and the dust has settled, y'all are going to be, I think y'all will be more receptive. Not into believing him, but y'all will be more receptive and you'll be able to kind of take everything in and then make your own decision. Okay? So make sure you stay tuned for that interview, and we're going to make sure that we're going to do him right. Everything is definitely non-biased. When I tell you I held his ass to the fire, oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did. So just wait. It's going to get thick out here on the internet, okay? As we always do. Nikki! Hey, baby! How are you? Now, we're about to spill some wine. Yes, we are. First of all, we have to congratulate the queen. See, a lot of people just like to give people titles just because, oh, they call themselves a queen. And yes, we are queens in our own ways. But queens have been through so much. So much, okay? And I've watched her even before I had this platform. She's always been an inspiration to me. She worked at Red Lobster, and I did too as a server. I got fired, though. I did. I got fired for stealing crab legs. Yeah. But I wasn't stealing them. I was just eating them and not paying for them. You know, I'm not going to eat chicken, and I work at Red Lobster. The hell? And I'm from the South, too, from Panama City, Florida. We eat crabs every day. And I wasn't paying no $25 for no crabs, and my check went about $100 a day. So, back out of here, Red Lobster. Yeah. And then the girl how I got fired was, it was a girl, she liked my boyfriend at the time. And so she basically wanted me gone so she could have a boyfriend. Didn't work like that. So, anyway. It was memories. Anyway, a long time ago. But Nikki has came through a lot. And I want to share some stuff with y'all real quick, okay? You know, because I know there's been some talk out here. But I did what I did because I had to do what I did, okay? I created this platform so that we can all just celebrate life. Our ups, our downs, anything that makes us who we are. We put it out on Front Street. And we put it out there. We got drug problems, alcohol problems, man problems, job problems. Everything goes on the table, okay? And that's the reason why this was put out here. But the reason we put it out here is because we want people to learn from it, that there are solutions to every problem. When you watch people that you look up to or that you connect with, you don't necessarily have to look up to them, right? Let me get my damn. Hold on for a second, Jasmine. I gotta do this right. But we're preaching right now. We preaching, okay? Because I've been seeing y'all. There's a few naysayers out here speaking on me, and you don't know my story. So let's just start with that. You see how the tone just changed once I got up? Because the energy is flowing now, okay? This is mother today. This is queen. I'm mother. Now, I did what I had to do because I did not start my platform for anybody to be jumping off no bridges or to be trying to unalive themselves over opinions. I'm from the South. I was raised by some very strong African-American, dark, light-skinned women who kept it real, who got their ass beat during the day and cussed nigga out at night and told him he couldn't spend the night because they had kids inside the house. So a lot of y'all don't understand me and you don't know my story. And so before this whole time, and as I do with everybody, ain't nobody got no special treatment over here. And if you a real wino, you know that. I done dragged her and I done congratulated her. Just like I dragged the other one and congratulated the other one. Look, God didn't even want me to speak that. That's why it got my tongue. It just, hold on. And so I got a whole team that works alongside of me that has put blood, sweat, and tears into building this platform. And I let one person take me off my game. Put Queen down for a second. Put Queen down. Then we're going to bring Queen back up here in a second. Take me off my game. I started something that was just pure fun, entertainment, things I do at home on my back porch while shucking oysters and sitting on a brick. I lived a very depressed life, but what got me through life was solutions, watching other people, and laughter. But then we got some people that enter the space and it's telling us to accept them. It's like giving everybody an award just for participating. But the world I grew up in was very different from this delusioned-ass world that we grow up in now, that our kids are being raised in. And so when people out here trying to tell my story, no ma'am. And I know a lot of y'all got upset when I made that video about old girl. But I had to. Because she went to court and she said that she wanted to unalive herself. And that's not why I started my platform. I did an interview. That was it. I asked her if she wanted to speak on it. She said, no, take it down. I said, no. She started cussing me out. I started cussing her out. But the problem was there was money that she had. And when I'm doing the cussing, but I ain't got the money to back up the cussing, that's what happened. And I eat my words every day, $4 million worth. But I'm still here. I'm still working. And she getting paid too. Everybody getting paid. Jasmine, Slim, me, my daughter, everybody. We all have mistakes in life. And this mouth wasn't given to me to weaponize it against nobody or to the point where they feel like they want to unalive themselves, especially when I seen my mother in front of me try to commit suicide. That is not why I started Unwind with Tashak, and I'm not going to participate in any of the foolery. Now, do I condone the caricature of the person? I don't, but that's her life, not mine. There are only snippets, and I can only go off of what you put out for that moment. For that moment, and that's what platforms like these are for. But this one here, put it back up. I connected with this one because her story is she's always had to prove herself in an industry as a fair-skinned woman, as an exotic woman, as a black woman. Things that she worked for, giving y'all when y'all thought y'all wanted something else because it was put in front of you. She worked her way up, just like I worked my way up and built this platform. And so for anybody that's got a problem with my support, for grown-ass women who know how to get through thick and thin, and even when they getting cussed out and dragged online, they still get up and give you the music. Just why I still get up and give you the videos. Y'all can kiss my motherfucking ass. We don't cry when it get too thick. I cry when I'm angry. When I want to beat somebody's ass, but I got self-control. I have emotional control. And I didn't come on here for all the shenanigans. So when I wrote my tweet today that went viral on Twitter, let me go ahead and run that back for y'all, okay? Pink Friday is not about being better than anybody. It's not about making yourself feeling like you're better than everybody. It's about the struggle. Regardless of how good or great the album is, the fact is the album got done. Just like when I was told and threatened to get off this internet or what? And I still get up regardless, happy, sad, depressed, to get up and entertain y'all when I'm going through my darkest time. Because this is what I was called to do, like she was getting called to do. No stunts. No music videos today. No clickbait. No using her kids for promo. No beefing with other celebrities. No throwing her man under the bus. No huge budget. No radio play. Let's not act like she ain't been blackballed, and that's why she had to start Queen Radio. No paying blogs to post fan reviews, because she ain't paid me shit. Because if she had, I would have gave it to the other one. No threatening blogs to take down posts, just pure music. And so when I decide to make a video for me, because I don't hate a person that much to where I want to see you unalive yourself, I actually want to see you do better, I meant that. But that don't mean I got to like you. That don't mean I got to accept you. But when I said, put her down for a second. When I said that I loved her, oh yeah, I meant that. I meant that. Because let me tell you something. Being surrounded by legal teams like that, and every single teacher and professor that I encountered in college, as soon as they put me in the room, they put me up in the front of the class to even be substitute teachers for courses that I hadn't even graduated. That's why I'm sitting here now. So everybody that I was introduced to, I learned from them and I applied it to my life. And that's why we thriving now with a team of all black people who get up every day to produce this content that y'all are enjoying every single day, which at the top of the year, y'all are going to get 5 days a week, plus 15 interviews that I'm doing a week just to entertain you so you won't want to unalive yourself. But like I said, that don't mean I got to like your ass, but congratulations to Nicki Minaj. For regardless of what they said about you, how they tried to keep you out of rooms, how they tried to blackball you from the radio, and have you question yourself and your talent and your art, when you're only truly doing this for your fans, when you knew that you deserved things that were definitely given to somebody else out of spite just because you wouldn't bow down, just like I didn't bow down. This is a movement. This is a new era. And you see who winning and you see who losing. Enough said. Gay men! How's it going? How's it going? It's about women supporting women. There's been an argument online. Oh, I gotta get a better chair. I'm so short. It's Pink Fuckery Friday, baby. Okay. There's been an argument online about whether or not. Let's let them tell you. Go ahead.
Do you
go.
feel like gay men mock black women? Like, do you feel like
I feel like women mock. I feel women mock the gays.
I don't know. I'm like so
Down.
pro-black.
Where y'all
women.
think we get the influence from?
So, I don't know.
Ourself. We are the culture, period.
They definitely are.
So your drip
influenced.
didn't come from like no woman influences?
Absolutely not.
Play that one more time.
Do you feel like gay men mock black women? Like, do you feel like we
I
get
feel like
influences from black
women
women?
mock. I feel women mock the gays.
I don't know. I'm like so
Down.
pro-black.
Where y'all
women.
think we get the influence
So,
from?
I don't know.
Ourself. We are the culture, period.
They definitely are.
So your drip
influenced.
didn't come from like no woman influences?
Absolutely not.
I'm going to have to disagree. And here's why. Because for centuries, it's just now recently here where gay men have been free to express themselves as gay men. They spent a lot of time under rocks and in a closet with your man, with our men. But they're really not our men. They're just pretending to be our men, and you're for the other side. And while we left, they tried on our drawers, bras too, and dresses. And then they try to sell it back to us. The same thing Kim Kardashian and all them other people are doing. And so, out of respect for women, you guys know that I am for pro-woman. I am all woman, especially when we give life. Sorry, y'all. I'm getting a little irritated. I'm getting ready to fight. Especially when we give life to birth, you little sassy motherfuckers. All your mannerisms are just inflated and exaggerated versions of us. Okay? That black girl, they always stereotyped. But it was really us. And so y'all have taken it and made it cute and branded it. But before y'all wasn't talking like that. Talking about, oh, it's ours. You got it from us. And then when you got around your other gay boys, you wanted to appear feminine to appease what you thought were heterosexual men, but they were just bottoms in the closet. I don't know why gay men insist or trans women insist on that they're taking our men. No, they're yours, and we appreciate everything that you do. Please continue to take on. We don't want nothing that's not for us, okay? And so we're just going to stop this right here because, you know, you wouldn't know how to do hair if it wasn't for us. I mean, you're mimicking your bodies, your voice and everything, taking hormones. Everything comes from a source, and you didn't just wake up like that, baby. So I'm sorry. We're mother, and you're our sons. Moving on. Billy Porter, okay? I was a little saddened when I saw this video. I'm a fan of Billy. I really am. And so when I hear him making videos like this here, take a look.
I'm making 6-cent checks on Pose, a show that I won an Emmy for.
So what do you mean you're making?
6-cent residual checks. What?
That's what you're getting?
Yes, that's what we're getting. Some of us are getting 6-cent checks. No. That's why we were on strike for 118 days. No, y'all don't get to do that to us anymore.
And so have you really lost a home?
Yes.
Is it your home?
Why would I
It's
be
your own-
lying?
Yeah.
Of course.
I'm not suggesting that. I'm just sort of, you know.
Yeah.
I mean,
You're just being a
I just
you're
read
just being a
that, and I
journalist.
kind of thought, really? I mean,
Yes,
you know, yeah.
it is. Everybody in this business, except for the ones who are making the FU money, are 3 months away from homelessness. If you got laid off tomorrow and didn't get a job for 3 months, you'd be in a... That's what it is.
You know what needs to happen, and I'm glad that he came out and said something because I posted a video, and I'm going to tell you this. This is exclusive information. The young lady that played Mercedes from P-Valley, homegirl got in my DM and got real saucy. She made a video, didn't like the outcome of the video. We reposted the video. We took it down. I mean, she wanted me to take it down. I said, no, I'm not taking it down. She was like, but it's going to affect my jobs. I said, well, baby, you shouldn't have made it. I don't know what to tell you. When you come out on your platform and you speak truth, you need to think about it before you say what you say. But what you said in there was real. And what she was saying was that she was getting penny checks from shows that she had done. And I was like, the only show that I know that you've done was P-Valley. And she said it wasn't P-Valley. I said, well, what other show have you done? She named 3 other shows. I said, so where are you getting a penny from if you were an extra? Because the last time I checked, extras don't get residuals. And he just spoke of a current show, Posse, right? That show, Pose, shit, I always call it Posse. I know. But, I mean, that show ain't too old. It ain't, I mean, yeah, it's been around for a while and stuff, but it ain't that old. You should be getting penny residuals when we was watching Family Matters. You understand what I'm saying? But to get that now, I really think Hollywood is an art-based business. And just like when you have artwork, you got to come and present all the money before you take the art piece home. Before they decide to act in these films, it needs to be a cash-on-demand business, which means what's your budget for the film? What are you paying for the film? What are you paying for the film? Give me my money, I get out. But a lot of them are sacrificing their money up front only to try to get money on the back end, not understanding how pluses and minuses work, how above the line and below the line costs work in the film industry. Above the line, producer, executive producer, director, production company. Everybody else is below the line, which means you're going to get a check. And if you want to forfeit that check, we can't tell you how much money that particular film is going to make. It's kind of like you give an investment to someone to open a business. They open a business and COVID comes and shuts it down. You've lost your money. So what happens if the film doesn't make it past production? And then you're putting your livelihood in the hands of someone where you need to be running a cash business. You want me on every episode, pay me cash so I can go and take my money and invest it in things like real estate. So in case some shit go down, I got several houses out here that I can live in while you guys sort the shit out and bringing in residual income. Artists have been taken advantage of for years. And like I said, I'm glad I got me a great team around me because they be taking advantage of me too. Because sometimes I just be wanting to work. I'm like, it's the work, it's the work. They like, hold on. And King Keepy, cut the check. Keepy don't play that shit. Wife don't even show up. Unless it's this. Okay? So I'm really glad that he's coming out to talk about this shit. But y'all got to stop being so desperate out here just because somebody says it's TV or it's this and it's that, it's this, it's that. Or you're gonna be on this red carpet. Them red carpets don't pay no damn money. I get invited to them all the time, and I'm like, okay, so who paying for my dress? Who doing my hair? Who babysitting my kid while I'm on the red carpet parlaying with y'all for a party to promote a movie that I'm not being paid for today? I don't step out unless I'm getting paid. I leave the office, go to my house, come from my house back to the office. That's it. That's it. Unless you're paying me to come out. Stop wanting to be accepted and be validated just to be in them circles. And then when you homeless, you can't call on nobody that was in that red carpet premiere to pay your rent. Well, you should have been taking your money up front to do pose. Thank you. I was about to say posse again. Pose and reinvesting it in houses so that you wouldn't even be here. Because everybody knows that real estate is the fastest growing residual business in the world. Everybody gonna need a place to stay and everybody gonna need to eat. And I'll walk before I have to drive. Moving on. Y'all better be hitting them wine glasses. I'm glad that Billy got out here to say something. I'm a huge fan of him. ASAP and Rihanna. So I don't know. I think people just like hood couples. I really do. I don't understand how she left one criminal, Rihanna, to get with another one. Because, you know, I did a show on the Arab that she was messing with the billionaire, and apparently his father was selling trucks, or the family was selling trucks to ISIS allegedly, and there was a whole Department of State and Department of Defense, investigation into that. And coincidentally, around that time, she decided to part ways because her brand didn't want to be associated with anything that was funding ISIS, allegedly, right? That's how deep in this celebrity gossip game I am. Okay, that's how deep. But we just cover it up in gossip. Yeah, we have to. We don't have long money like Rihanna. We fighting lawsuits. So she's dated a few people in between, and you know, I don't know what made her reconnect with him. I guess some women just give up and they just get tired and they just settle. But now they got him on video with a handgun, and the person that's testifying against him that was supposedly in that video, and I'm gonna say allegedly because he ain't been convicted, but he's charged and he's about to go to trial, is testifying saying that it was him that shot me. He shot me, right? It's one of his, ASAP members? Yeah. So, and it's always somebody in your own camp. You know, just went through it myself. Anyway, it's always them came from somebody, you know. It's always people closest to you. Always. Now, and so now he's about to go to trial. They got him on video. I want to see how this is going to go because I'm like, ASAP, who are your lawyers? Where's the plea deal? Where's the probation? Are you still saying that you're innocent? Because, see, here's the thing. If you are convicted, she's a single mother, even though they are married. We put that out exclusively. Yeah. Before the world. Yeah, you're going to be a single mother. Ain't no telling how many years they're going to give him. Just having that over your head. And I can't imagine what type of stress she's going through because she just had another baby, right? The baby was born. And, you know, she got to go sit in trial. I'm telling you, every time I dated a guy and he went to jail and he tried to call me collect, that was the last time he talked to me. I ain't never pick up the collect calls. First of all, my auntie didn't play that shit. And second of all, I just didn't want nobody, okay, that was just, you know, you living unrighteous. I didn't want it. I always wanted me a nerd. And so I just don't get it. Like, Rihanna has everything. And what you going to do? You just going to wait for him until he get out? And then when he get out, money's slowing down. It ain't like he got it like you, girl. The dick can't be that great. We seen it on tape. Like I said, I think she got tired and got bored. And, you know, she didn't want to be 40 with no kids. So she decided to choose the longest one I've known win. And I'm like, you really could have truly wanted to have babies with Drake. He would have stayed out of jail. Yeah, he would have treated you like shit. But, I mean, at least your baby father would be here and you wouldn't have to be in court worried about him, but now you're going to be on jail clause and they're going to be recorded if he go to jail. I'm like, Rihanna, this is too much. $1 billion empire and you can't keep him off trial? Jay-Z? Can't keep him off trial? Matter of fact, they can't keep him off video. How about those eggs? But you know, y'all love y'all a little hood, bout it, life, gangsta. I ain't never liked it. I ain't never went for it, like I said. But if she like it, that's her business, that's her man, and she can afford to take care of him when he get out, okay? She's accepted her role. He's living the soft life. His commissary is going to be good. She'll be paying that restitution, too, because he the person that he supposedly shot gonna sue. So we ain't done. Moving on. Oh, my God. So I told y'all when Cassie had filed her lawsuit that, hold on for a second, that, oh, Jesus. Hold on. Okay. I told y'all that she left a lot of crumbs. And when I tell you everybody's been speaking out and more lawsuits are popping up, it's like he gave that money too fast. I would have been like, let's go into mediation. Let's go into mediation. Now, I know a lot of people are saying the insurance paid. Insurance don't work that fast. I'm seeing certain supposed lawyers out here say that, and I'm like, when have you ever seen an insurance company pay out in 8 hours or less? And y'all sitting up listening to her just because she says she a lawyer. I'm a lawyer too. How about that? I'm a doctor. Now I'm sitting up here, I'm like, ain't nobody gonna say nothing? Nope, y'all just gonna sit up here and believe. When have you ever in your life gotten an insurance check that fast? And yes, she sued Diddy's companies, but they insurance don't pay out that fast. Diddy paid that money to make it go away. But the lawyer was smart because he has an ulterior motive. He gonna let them keep popping up. You pay this one, we got another one in our back pocket. Thank you, sir, appreciate that. But what about this one? Now he wanna fight. And while you're fighting, the feds are investigating. This is the same lawyer that got Harvey Weinstein sitting in jail, and I'm glad because when I saw them hoes in Harvey Weinstein's face, and he bragged about he didn't brag about it, but the women was coming out saying that he was forcing himself to eat their cats while they was bloody. I said, that's why his skin like that. It's broken. Oh, my God. Horrible. Somebody told me yesterday during an interview that when they man ate him out one time, they was married for 13 years, and they said when they man ate him out, his nose started bleeding. And I was in the interview like, you try not to laugh. Did you see it, Jasmine? I was like, she said he just didn't like it. I was like, how the hell did his nose start bleeding? So, but back to what I was saying. When it comes to this Diddy Cassie thing, there was not an insurance company that paid him out at all. And it doesn't take a lawyer to figure that out. These are corporate insurance policies, and just a lot more that goes into it. And if an insurance company is just not going to pay that type of money just like that, they're going to conduct an investigation to try to fight and negotiate. So the fact that ignorant ass so-called lawyer got out here and said that shit and y'all believed that, I said, Lord Jesus, see, this is why they wanted me teaching the classes when I was in college. But then I figured out how to start a college and I dropped out. Now, Tiffany Red, Cassie's friend, came out and wrote a letter. And I'm sure she's going to testify on behalf in the RICO case that's going to come against Diddy, because I know it's coming. I can smell it. Okay, Grammy Award-winning singer, songwriter, has written songs for, is this her, Tiffany Red? Hold on for a second. Let me make sure I got the right person. Tiffany Red has penned an open letter to Sean Combs to corroborate the claims of abuse that singer Cassandra Cassie Ventura leveled against the hip-hop mogul in a bombshell abuse lawsuit filed in November and settled within a day. Insurance company ain't never wrote no check that fast, okay? That was Diddy's money. Ventura alleged Combs controlled and isolated her and stuff like that, okay? Now, although Combs has said the lawsuit was riddled with baseless, outrageous lies, Cassie did leave crumbs. Now I see why these girls be paying with their hair all the time. I always wondered, like, why they always going like this, because it's tickling on the arms, it's spitting out and stuff. That's why I can't wear this, okay? And so he feels, Mr. Combs feels like it's just outrageous lies to tarnish his already bad reputation. Taking things from people, money, pussy, dick. Tiffany Red, a Grammy Award-winning singer-songwriter, has written several songs for Zendaya, Joe Jonas, Jason Derulo, Tamar Braxton, and among others, and has remained close friends with Ventura. First meeting while working on the singer's never released a second album. Okay, and so she goes on to say that she was stepping forward, and she said, "Dear Mr. Sean Combs, I'm stepping forward to recount my experience as a witness to events detailed in my friend Cassandra Ventura's now settled civil lawsuit against you. I'm breaking my silence, freeing myself from haunting recollections, standing in solidarity with Cassie and standing up for myself. I fear for my safety as her suit alludes to me, although not by me. I hope that revealing my identity to the public will afford me some measure of protection." And remember, Kid Cudi did that. So everybody that Cassie put in that lawsuit has come out to say they support her. And yes, that she is not lying. And this lawyer got more people coming out the bag. So much so that did he say he gonna fight for his name? And I was like, well, where's the countersuits? You don't have any, okay? Cassie and I became friends while in 2015 while co-writing songs for her album that you never released. We remain close to this very day. I'm one of the friends mentioned in her lawsuit, specifically from the night of her 29th birthday. Even Roger, what's his last name? Roger Bonds, head of security, came out to co-sign Cassie as well, too. Now he's saying that Diddy is trying to shut him down and Clive Davis is after him. I don't think they got that, though. Probably went right over their head. All right, so she says, I'm one of the friends mentioned in her lawsuit, specifically from the night of her 29th birthday, as detailed in the section labeled Mr. Combs forces Mrs. Ventura into sex trafficking. The weight is heavy as I gather my thoughts to articulate these distressing memories, physical reactions, the surge of heat on my face, sweaty palms, racing heart, and the onset of the panic attack serve as a stark reminders of the toll it's taken. I'm traumatized by you. The burden of vocalizing these experiences should never have been mine or anyone else's. Man, I was sued just for being associated. I'm traumatized at what I seen her go through. I'm traumatized by you, she says. The burden of vocalizing these experiences. I first met you in person in August 2015 at a surprise party you threw for Cassie's 29th birthday at a hotel in Los Angeles. I was at her old apartment before the party with friends in the Wilshire Corridor condos right down the street from your home, rushed by calls from your team about her ETA. We were in a frenzy to get her ready without spoiling the surprise. We were all piled into a black car service from her place to the party. We arrived at the area reserved for the party at the hotel. You popped out singing happy birthday. There were many friends, a few famous faces, cameras recorded as we sang, and she definitely was surprised. Eventually, we all started to mingle around the room. Up until that point, I'd only spoken to you once on First Time with Cassie about songs you were working on together. You approached me and introduced yourself to me saying, you're the one writing all of the songs about me. I said yes, and you stared back and said, that means she's talking to you, huh? I was uncomfortable. We did a song called Loyal. This is a lot going on here. Hold on for a second. God damn, how long is this? Basically, she watched him force Cassie into a freak off that Young Miami proudly goes to after her 29th birthday party, and Cassie didn't want to go. And so she was ready to testify. So what she's now doing is just sharing her experiences from a lawsuit that he got deleted out of the system once he wrote that check, because it doesn't get deleted if you're in mediation or if you're negotiating. It gets deleted once the money is paid. All of it. Diddy knew what this lawyer did to a white man. What makes you think they ain't serving nigger ass in a jail? Hot, thick ass. Moving on. All right, listen, after the break, we got Celina Powell coming up, and then we have Celina Powell's extended interview That's going to be going live on tashaklive.com right after this, okay? And after the break, we got Cam Newton and Watch Jazzy, Xavier Howard's baby mothers, Nicole Murphy and her man, Natalie, Nunn, and Just Hilarious, Inman, and Tiana Taylor, which Celina Powell talks about in the extended version, okay, of her interview that we're going to be showing directly after this on tashaklive.com. So if you want to see it, you do have to subscribe to tashaklive.com. Then you add the app to your apps, and then you can stream it and log in just like you log in to Netflix and other apps as well, okay? I'm going to start competing with them here in a second, okay? So listen. In the meantime, we got some sponsors that we need to brag about, which means boldly raise a glass to hold that thought. We'll be right back. Let's go. You are the wife of NBA star Joe Smith,
Yes.
okay? We're going to call you Kiss. Is that your artist name?
Yes.
Do you use that on OnlyFans as well, too?
I was a porn star from the years of 1989 to 2006. AIDS was rampant around this time. Everyone thinks that because you're a porn star, you're super promiscuous and that, you know, you have a high body count.
I ain't never seen nobody punk their husband the way you did.
I have an OnlyFans page and he's mad because he's just now finding out about it.
Of course I'm mad when you just finding out about it.
I'm not doing it with anybody but myself, so why should I have to tell you my choice, my body, my fucking choice?
How did you and Joe meet?
We met in Los Angeles in 2012 at a BET Awards party.
So he was playing basketball at the time?
No, he wasn't.
Oh, he was? It was before?
This is after basketball.
After basketball?
Yes.
I don't know why I thought you met him.
Everyone, that's a preconception right there, or a misconception that I was with him while he was playing ball. I was not that wife.
So he's retired?
Yes.
Okay, was he getting retirement checks when you met him?
No, it doesn't work like that.
Why?
And then Monique Slaughter, she stole $100,000 from him. She was dating him prior to me.
Love and Hip Hop Monique?
Yes.
Monique's.
Monique's.
Got a baby by Lil Fizz.
Monique's the thief.
How the hell did that go down?
And then I even have her on a recording saying, I can tell you how I got the money.
So you're in a relationship with Kid, and then you fuck play?
It was whack as fuck. Dick is trash. Got a little ass dick. I fucked up good dick for whack dick.
Whose life did you ruin?
And nobody else's. I was fucking with Pac for a little bit.
Tupac?
Yes. But not like his girl, just, we boned every now and then. I met him.
You was fucking with Pac. Now Jada is finna lose her shit.
Yeah.
Tupac's widow is finna lose her fucking shit. Was you okay? First of all, I'm trying to figure out
the dick was good, and he
Tupac got some good dick.
Yes.
Jada swears that Tupac was with her.
No.
And I'm like, no, he had a
He was with
fiance.
Keisha, and I was the other Keisha. And he probably was smashing around that time, but Jada was also fucking MC Light around that time. Let's talk about it at the Catch, honey.
Whoa.
See them there together.
Whoa.
Yes, ma'am.
Whoa, what the hell just happened? You're saying that you know Jada Pinkett Smith. All right, and we're back. All right, let's get it. I ain't even drinking because I had way too much wine in that Memphis interview. It was 3 hours long, and we had 2 bottles of wine, and I said, I ain't drinking no more. I'm good, okay? All right, so, and don't forget, that interview is available on tashaklive.com right now if you want to watch it. Once you get your subscription, everything is open. Movies, TV shows, sitcoms, documentaries, live streams from Tasha K, from Bondi Blue, and from other creators as well, okay? So I hope you enjoy yourself. I got my thumper nickel here. Okay? Ariel? Yes. So, is it A Whole New World? No? That's Aladdin? Oh, okay, I don't know. All right, so coming up, Cam Newton. Now, I have some graceful Watch Jazzy. Packing his bag, unpacking his bag. If I know you and I know what you like, I'm gonna do the thing that you like. Light-skinned women, you deserve. Play the video.
Y'all don't know. I'm the 3rd one, and this is his 6th child. Someone said, ooh. Right, couldn't have been me. All right, till a rich nigga put that pressure on you. I could never be with nobody. Okay. Until $100 million nigga start putting the pressure on you, you don't know what the fuck you'll do. Talking about what you'll never velvet beat. Bitch, you ain't never had it. Oh, you better than me? I am. What the hell? And I'm reading this shit. It's so funny because he was clapping back at a couple of people. He was clapping back at a couple of people in the comments too, which was great. I was like, yeah, man, get him. Can't nobody read your font, but get him, man.
I think it was a cute joke. It was very honest. You know, that's what comedians do. That's what we do. You know, we always sprinkle a little truth in with some exaggeration, you know. And so, but he's not $100 million man. He was. And because of his attitude and stuff, and I think, Slim, gang department, why did Cam Newton lose his contract? Why did he stop playing? He won't even take a $5 million contract. Oh, Jasmine, I forgot you the football. He had a foot injury. So what happened? Your salary stopped and you get workman's comp? Yeah, but it ain't $100 million. And he ain't worth $100 million. And you know why I know? It's because he is begging his baby mother, who got 4 kids with him, for his Bentley back so he can sell it. He's an influencer now. He's making money from YouTube. Like me. Like a lot of us. I'm sure he has a little bit saved, but it's not like it used to be. Like when he had his restaurant, he had his baby mama, then he had another light-skinned chick living upstairs from the restaurant that had a baby. But now he's begging for a 16 Bentley back so that he could sell it from his baby mama who got 4 kids, who she take the kids to school in. Times that hard. Girl, it's not $100 million man. You really, light-skinned women, you deserve to be wives and not baby mamas. I said what I said. Moving on. Speaking of baby mamas. Now, Xavier Howard, you know, they say he been slinging a lot of dick around here. Now, if you was on TashaKLive.com, you saw one of the OnlyFans model girls come through, and she was pregnant, and she was talking about being pregnant from him, and she was the only person, he was the only person that she was with. And he asked her to get pregnant after, what, two meetings or something? I think he had put some paperwork on her. So she decided to put paperwork on the baby that she has by him. Just to see the baby, want it for child support, because apparently he's not taking care of any of his kids, Xavier Howard. So much so, let's see the back of the onesie. Xavier Howard, deadbeat sperm donor, and then there's one with the test results. She glued the test result to the baby to say that I'm your baby, and she's, you know, she didn't even scribble out the baby, but she set the baby up, you know, on the counter and posted the baby to social media. Now, I want to tell you something. Put her back up. Put her back up. Do you know what's crazy about all this? Is that she's still fucking him, and he hasn't even seen the baby. She goes to see him when he calls at 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, Denisha. But leaves the baby at the house while she goes and gets dick. And he just says all the time he's going to get around to seeing the baby, but the baby almost won. And when she told me that on the phone, I said, you still go up over there at night? Well, yeah, I mean, but she was talking mad shit about him. He this, he that. There was a case of some herpes or something. There's a whole public case. You know, and I'm like, you still lay it down with him? Even when he called, I do, I go. Because we've been messing around for like 3 years. I said, so you've been messing with this man for 3 years. You got a baby. There's a paternity test for the baby. He is yet to meet your baby. She told me this out of her own mouth. So why the baby sitting on the counter? With this on the back and the onesie on? Because that's the baby, the back of the baby sitting on the counter. With the test results, I said, you got to take some responsibility in this. You still laying up with a nigga, and he can see you, but not your baby? Ain't no way I'm going to leave my baby with a babysitter, and I'm going to see his daddy. I'm going to see his daddy. and possibly subject myself to catching whatever it is that you say he has because you claim he had it and a baby. I said, you can't make these up. These hoes is different. But I'm trying to get up in here, and she a real bitch. She'll come cuss me out. Like I said, she's so real, she's still going to see her baby daddy, and he ain't seen the baby. And that ain't no lie. That ain't no allegedly. Let me see the comments real quick. Like I said, I talked to her, and when she said that, I said, get the fuck out of here. Ain't no way I'm finna leave my baby with a babysitter, and I'm driving over to see his daddy. Moving on. Nicole Murphy. Now everybody was wondering where this man came from. I know we got a whole expose interview on tashaklive.com. All you got to do is when you get to tashaklive.com, once you get your subscriptions for 40 cents a day, movies, TV shows, sitcoms, live streams, all the above. One-stop shop for all things uncensored content. We had somebody call in that knows this man. Matter of fact, Slim, can you give me my other phone? Because they was texting me from that phone. And basically give us the whole breakdown. You know, he's been to federal prison, really just got out, scamming all types of shit, domestic abuse against women, all of it, okay? Now, yesterday, because I don't want to give you all of it because it's so much. And then when she popped up with this man, I was like, all you got to do is Google him. His name is Warren. Now, I always forget his damn name. Warren Braithwaite. 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 Warren Braithwaite, okay? Now, he was in court for his ex-wife's restraining order. And the friend's lawyer is over there, too, to serve him. For Renee, there's another woman, and all media was there downtown LA. Now, he's currently fighting for his citizenship because he does have domestic violence charges. He also has white-collar crime charges and stuff like that. You know, he was recently sued and lost in January to his ex-wife, took her apartment. It was a lot of stuff. And I was like, Nicole just gonna let this man just come lay up with her yesterday. And according to the friend's lawyer, the courtroom was a shit show yesterday. He has so many people there to serve him because he's allegedly scammed and beat a number of women, okay? Probably beating Nicole Murphy's ass. And he looks for a good old woman that's educated, that can get him into some rooms and things like that. And apparently he was really close to Jamie Foxx, really close, okay? And he had 3 humongous bodyguards with him. And when the person's friend's attorney went to try to serve him, his son tripped her and she fell to the ground. So he was there with his son and they was just tripping the people that was coming over to serve lawsuits. It was just a shit show. Okay, so he's on trial for a divorce with his current wife that wants a divorce, and he won't sign the divorce papers because if he does, he can get deported, okay? And so they basically told us, have a blessed day and sip slowly. And if you want to see the extended version, like I said, she went in. That call was the realest call. It was kind of like that Shay Johnson call, that chick that called saying that Shay Johnson was with her baby daddy, and the baby daddy gave Shay Johnson a car that she had bought for herself, but he took the car saying that he was going somewhere and took and gave the whole car to Shay. Like, it was, that lady was like, I will beat Shay ass. I was like, oh my God. Do you know Shay sent me court papers on that? Said I endangered her and her child by putting out her address. I said, what? Didn't nobody put out your address? I walked away from the phone. I said, y'all always trying to lie on me. But then when I seen Shay in the restaurant a couple weeks ago and I looked at her, I said, oh, it was right after the See This World video had hit the internet and I had on my green dress. You know, Cedar had on her green dress with some gold shoes. And, you know, and I looked at her, I said, now you said you was going to beat my ass when you saw me. And I looked at her, I said, girl, you're little. She was like, no, you're little. I said, how am I little? And I'm looking down at you. I'm looking down at you, Bucket. The reason they call you Bucket is because her mouth is shaped like a donkey. She got a big, wide mouth, like King, like T.I., son King. I looked at her, I was like, girl, you're little. She's like, no, you're little. I said, no, you're very little. And those pictures don't do you no justice. Standing on business out here. Now, that one I would have handled myself. No, Jasmine. Jasmine said no. they get online saying they're going to do this, do that to me. When they see me like Alexa Sky, nothing. Nothing. I'm right there looking at you. What you running for? Oh, you didn't know these arms was stacked like this, did you? You didn't know I could just drop and do push-ups, did you? I learned how to fight for men, but I'm too cute to fight because I don't want nobody coming for my face. Okay? I don't want nobody coming for my face. Get out of here. Okay? So, yeah. But anyway, Warren Braithwaite was Jamie Foxx's best friend. Okay? Matter of fact, let me give you a little bit more background. So when you do get over to tashaklive.com, all right? Now, you'll kind of know what's going on. So, let me see. I think I told him everything. Yeah. But you can Google him and you can kind of see his court records in his case. And I'm like, Nicole, we live in 2023, almost 24, and you can't Google this man. As soon as I Googled him, all those charges and stuff came up, mug shots and everything too. And you taking him into an Eddie Murphy wedding? And he went to jail for scamming? Where'd they do that at? Light-skinned women. I love y'all. Y'all have got to do better. Moving on. Speaking of light-skinned women with chins. Okay. Now, I saw Zeus do something, which is cool. You know, I was contracted to host Now That's TV reunion. You know, it's not something that's going to be permanent, but, you know, they wanted to add a little spice to Now That's TV. They wanted a different approach. They didn't want no nice hosts. So they basically paired me with a nice host. So it was kind of like good cop, bad cop, right? And it worked. It trended for a week. It was amazing. I even got the nice host bucked up because she was ready to fight too. I was like, girl, oh my gosh. Because she literally gave me the questions that she was scared to ask. I said, well, let me see them. And I looked at them. I said, okay, no problem. I got it. And asked, right? And so, you know, Just Hilarious unveiled right after our stuff went viral that she, I guess, had hosted, Jocelyn's Cabaret. And, you know, people were like, we want Tasha K. And I was like, why can't everybody win? There's enough out here for us to win, enough shows. I heard Jess did an amazing job hosting that reunion. And she's getting more into hosting. That's why you see her on Breakfast Club and other spots like that. You know, never been no hate. I've always, you know, followed her. Do I think she's funny? No, but I do think she's a hard worker. There's a difference. And so hard work trumps talent all day. It just happens to be more powerful when you're talented and you're hardworking. And you're not a perfectionist, because perfectionism will kill your talent. Because by the time you get ready to put it out, because you're overthinking and overprocessing, it's old. Somebody beat you to the punch. That's why a lot of people losing and taking 5, 6, 7 years to get shit done. Time waits on no man, and time is money. Okay? It's Pink Friday! Pink Fuckery Friday! Yes! Okay? Now, so to Jess's defense, I thought she did a great job, you know, hosting a reunion. I thought she looked great. But for Natalie Nunn to come out here and say all this here with her chin.
Here's the next part I want to discuss. I would like some people to keep their 2 cents to themselves, because that's what I do. Because believe me, a lot of things that I want to say out here, what these motherfuckers be doing in Hollywood, and how motherfuckers be moving, and I keep it to myself if it has nothing to do with Natalie Nunn. So, what's that bitch's name? Yeah. Jess. Jess, we've had a few words a few times back and forth, and I get it. You don't like me and I dislike you, and that's fine. We don't have to be friends, right? But sweetie, you are on the blogs underneath the comments talking about I stand behind the restaurant, but you're standing in line begging to be a part of everything that has to do with Zeus. Bitch, what? Oh my God, can I please be the host can I please have a...
Now, what she's talking about is Natalie Nunn pulled up to a restaurant with the baddies, and I guess they was turned up. And the restaurant manager said he didn't support anything that Zeus was doing, therefore find another place to go shake your ass, okay? Jess got on her mic, which I don't understand why she would say this. It didn't make sense, that she supports the restaurant and putting them out and understands why they did it, but yet you have taken checks from Zeus. So I'm just trying to figure out, was your check short? What's coming up? Because you were excited. Let's go. Press play. Press play.
Podcast. Oh my God, I would love to be a part of the Nick Cannon show. Bitch, you're on your way out here to Vegas to wine and dine and stay in rooms like this because of the Zeus Network and baddies. Let's be fucking clear. And you have something to say? I stand behind that restaurant. Yes, baddies and Zeus Network should not be able to go into what? But you're collecting and cashing a check from Zeus. But you're collecting a check from Zeus. You're on your way to Vegas collecting a check from Zeus. I would advise you to shut the fuck up before I make this a real big fucking deal and your ass ain't on your way to fucking Vegas. How about that? How about that? Because one thing I don't like is a bitch who always got something the fuck to say about the next bitch. I promise you, sweetie, our bank accounts are not the same, okay?
Little wine, too, that I want to spill. So I saw the flyer. Let me tell you how much pool I got out here. Let me tell you how much pool I got. And I don't work for nobody but Tasha, okay? So I saw the flyer that Zeus put out because they did the baddies versus what do you call it? The Nick Cannon show, Wildin' Out. They did like a Wildin' Out version for Zeus. So they did baddies versus the Wildin' Out cast or something like that. And then they decided to promote another one. And I saw Zeus post it, and it said light skin versus dark skin. And it had Nick Cannon's name on it. And I got in the DM. I said, Nick. I was going to text him, but I don't like to text him unless it's important. I said, Nick, sir, is this real? 5 minutes later, and this happens. Brown goddess versus, chocolate goddess versus vanilla goddess. So I said, oh, Nick, you work fast, don't you? You work real fast. He was like, yeah. Yeah, it was just a little, I don't know what they was doing over there. I was like, yeah, but your name was on it. Can't nobody call out light-skinned women or dark-skinned women over here but me. You cannot, sir. And you got to let, even if it was light-skinned women versus dark-skinned women, and you let the light-skinned women win, it's going to be a problem on your brand. What are you doing out here? What are you doing? You cannot be controversial. Not like that. So he had Zeus go change it. Literally, he read it and went over there and said, change this shit now. And it started to go viral a little bit, but y'all can thank me like Tasha K did that. I did, because I was like, hey, what's going on? What we doing here? And it was Sukiyana against, I don't know, Chinchilla over here. And so speaking of Chinchilla, she's right. She really is right. I mean, I don't understand why Jess is making such a comment, and yet she is begging to get checks over there. I didn't beg. I never begged. They asked me 2 days before. I memorized everything and got my ass on the stage. But I'm never begging nobody to put me in a space where I belong if I'm supposed to be there. Yeah, you can call it hustle, but I just have some integrity and respect about myself that I'm not going to beg a network, and you know what they was built on, and yet talk about them and down them in the same space. And Natalie was very instrumental in building and giving Zeus the platform that they has. And so she say it's over for you, Jess. Remember, Chinchilla light skin. And this is the real light skin versus the dark skin. And Jess, you'll be right back to Detroit in that comedy club with 30 people. Working on married men. Moving on. So this divorce is getting nasty in bitch nigga news, okay? Bitch nigga news, I told you he was insecure. I told you that he was jealous of his wife. Told you he wasn't making no money, all types of shit, right? It was a lot of stuff going on, okay, in that marriage. And he was just cheating and sleeping around and, hanging out with Chris Brown. And Chris Brown is, Tiana Taylor's, enemy, and called his wife all types of bitches, and he just laughed and said, get the bitch. And that's his wife. Yeah, he all over his parties, eating his grapes and stuff, sleeping on them nasty ass beds and everything like that. And so, because Chris Brown, he got a room with just nothing but open mattresses and stuff and TVs and stuff. Oh, yeah. I read it in a lawsuit. That's where I got that from. Yeah, apparently that girl got paid. Okay. Anyway. So he's since come out to say that he wants certain language removed from the lawsuit. I mean, from the divorce papers, because he's insecure. And only an insecure person, and we've had our fair share of people that was insecure pertaining to this platform, will ask you to take down things that doesn't favor them. And so he wants certain language removed because he doesn't want to appear to be the bitch nigga that he is. Okay, and as I said. He like women. His wife likes women, but her dick was bigger than his. And I saw how big her dick was in them panties when she did that Kanye West video when she was naked and sweating. I was like, she got a bigger dick than him. Taught the nigga how to dance on Dancing in the Stars, and then she got a sneaker deal with Michael Jordan, and this nigga played basketball. How your wife get a sneaker deal with a basketball player and not you? And they was just emasculating him all the way down to the point where he just wants everything removed off of the internet just so he can look on the internet and feel some type of dignity about himself with his overgrown tall ass. But he little at heart. I wouldn't take shit out. I wouldn't. But it's her fault for coddling him, Baby, it's okay. I'm just getting checked. She out here doing movies. People would ask him to step aside. Step aside when they wanted a picture with her, not you. It's her reality show. People was watching her. And so what did he do? He sought solace in women that were in his DM. Ones that we're going to hear from right now. Like Celina Powell. Yes, we are about to watch Celina Powell. We got a portion of this interview. We're going to give you some background. We're going to leave the salacious stuff for tashaklive.com. And so if you want to watch the extended version after this short version, I do highly recommend that you go over to tashaklive.com and watch it right after this live. So it should be available around like 9:30. Eastern Standard Time per se, okay? On tashaklive.com, you have to subscribe via the website. Then you can add it to your channel of apps and stream it there, okay? And so thank you to Celina for even coming out to be transparent. This is the first interview that she's ever done on who she was and why she started doing what she was doing and how she came in contact with these celebrities. We have a teaser portion here for you guys to watch on YouTube, but because it's so salacious and so real, and we got to follow a lot of rules here, and we got to be censored, it's going to tashaklive.com, okay? And so without further ado, I give you Celina Powell, the Black Widow. We finally got Celina Powell in the motherfucking wine cellar.
Out of game, I'm telling you.
What was your childhood like, Celina? I don't even think you ever talk about that.
I know, honestly, because it's just... I feel just so fucked up because my childhood wasn't bad at all.
Yeah, both your parents?
No. So, that's, where I guess people are like, oh, you have mommy issues and daddy issues. No. My mom died really young, but I only met her once.
Damn, I'm sorry.
I never met my dad. And I was raised by my aunt, and I only have my sister and my nephew. So, it's a really small family, but... I mean, I went to a private school. It was a Christian school. Then my high school was a Christian high school.
Yeah, I tell you, them Christian kids, y'all be hoes.
Yeah, no, that's...
Y'all be hoes for real.
Maybe
the preacher's kids.
I was sheltered. And then when one thing did happen to me when I was 14, it just got worse. So I was really sheltered. I was I don't know if I can say it on your show.
You can.
Okay, yeah, sexually abused. So when I was 14.
Who sexually abused you?
My brother's girlfriend. She brought a
woman?
guy. No, not by a woman. She brought one of her guys that she knew because they were fighting, I guess, or whatever. She told me let's go for a walk to the park. I went to the park and it was not a park experience. And then I went home and my mom just knew something happened to me. And she called my mom is my aunt.
Yeah.
And she called the ambulance. Yeah, she would call the ambulance. And then after that,
So he raped you?
Mm-hmm. And then when
you were a virgin?
Yeah, of course. I didn't even lose my real virginity till a month before I turned 18. It was... And then when I turned 19, that's when I became known. So it was very, I think maybe it was because, I wasn't... I know I kept saying, sorry. But...
No, you're good.
I think in high school, I didn't have, the popularity, and I would always watch movies about girls, living, this lavish life and stuff. So maybe that's where it came into play. of like me getting famous no matter what, because I always wanted to be famous. Like I always wanted to. So I don't know.
Do you realize how traumatic that is for you to be taken to a park at 14?
Yeah,
how old
I
was
don't
this
really
guy that raped you though?
He was like 19, 20. He was like a kid too. And I just don't think it's like traumatizing to me because it's just like, I know, like I just don't say it because I just had so much love like from my aunt and my grandma before she passed.
Yeah,
my
but
sister,
sexual assault and you were a minor, that hits you different and like it's playing out. You don't think some of the decisions that you're making has anything to do with that moment? Like how you just don't give a fuck about men?
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of where like the gray line is and where I may need to like talk to someone and figure out why, because it is weird how like I could really fuck somebody and not give two fucks like at all. Like at all. I don't know what's wrong with me. But
that's what's wrong with you.
I just
you
think
have
it's
trauma that's unhealed.
But I just feel like it's so cliche to like blame your childhood on why.
Girl,
like not
you train a child in the way you want the child to go.
Yeah.
You have unresolved trauma and it's affecting your every life because you're like, I don't give a fuck about men. And then when you do want to give a fuck, you think that you gotta buy their love. That's why you say I'm a trick.
Yeah, that's what Ak told me too. He's like, you buy, bro, when he was trying to violate me, he'd be like, you buy guys' loves and yada yada. And I'm like, yeah, that's so rude. But not.
Just let me ask you something. Do you feel like you've accomplished something because you slept with these high profile men?
Hell no. I still don't feel accomplished. The only thing I'm genuinely happy about was like OnlyFans. Like, is that.
How much do you make on OnlyFans?
Now?
Yeah.
Like 50 to like 80K.
A month?
But yeah, before when the pandemic happened, girl, my highest month was like 500K.
Damn.
Babe, like OnlyFans changed my life. Like it was crazy. But yeah, it was all because of OnlyFans.
What do your aunt and uncle think about like your lifestyle?
I
Are they on the internet?
I don't have an uncle.
Your aunt,
mom,
yeah.
My aunt.
Your mom.
Yeah, sorry, it's very complicated.
You're good.
But my
aunt.
aunt.
I have an aunt that was my mom, so you're good.
Yeah, so my aunt, she is kind of like on the don't ask, don't tell basis. Because when I first signed up for OnlyFans, we're like still living like a trailer park. Like it was very. Like, she was working at Walmart as just, like, a cashier, just, like, make bills. Like, I was working at Taco Bell. My sister was working at
when you had when you started OnlyFans?
Yeah. The day I started OnlyFans, I had, like, $300. Maybe not even that.
And you were already known out here?
Mm-hmm. Babe, I had, like, 2 million followers, verified for real. Not that little check mark y'all get now. Like, I was lit on social media. Every picture I posted was, like, 100K likes. And I was not living that life at all. Like,
so you were broke?
No, broke as fuck. I was working at Taco Bell, girl. Like, it was bad. It was bad. So then when I got fired from Taco Bell, like, because too many people like knew who I was like, damn, like, what the fuck do I do now? I was like, I had a couple guys that would hit me up here and there that I would use for money, but it was never nothing crazy. So I flew to Miami with my friend. And I met a guy, and I was like, oh my God, like, he has a Rolex. Like, this is, like, what life is about. We went for spring break. And he was like, move in. And I moved in. He started beating my ass. I was like, fuck this. I'm catching the next flight out to Denver. And while I was in the air, the guy I used to fuck before, he was like, yo, come to LA. Like, I want to talk to you or whatever. Flew to LA. This was during the pandemic. Flights were like $5.
Yeah.
And he was just like, join OnlyFans. And I was like, all right, fuck it. Like, what do I have to lose? And I was trying to piss off the guy I just escaped from because he didn't want nobody on OnlyFans. He didn't want no sexy pictures, no nothing. And then I made OnlyFans, and overnight I made like 60K, I think. And then when I had that money, I retired my mom. I gave her a $100,000 check. I got her a new car, and I got her a house. And then...
You bought her a house cash?
I didn't buy her a house. I rented out a house with the year paid off because I didn't have that much money yet. So I did that for her before I even got myself anything like in Miami. And then I moved to Miami, and then she just never really asked. Like,
what's your nationality? What's your race? I don't think
Puerto Rican and white.
Okay, so your mom Puerto Rican?
My dad.
Okay,
she's
your
white.
mom's white.
Yeah, she's white. Mm-hmm.
Because when you said trailer park, I was like, oh.
Yeah, white people. Yeah, they're white as fuck. It was bad because they just had no money. Like, and this was only like what 4 years ago, almost. This is recent.
You would think the type of publicity that you were generating.
You would think I was living in like a mansion, like I was set up, huh?
Yeah, like you were being kept.
No, girl. I didn't really know what brand deals were. I didn't have a manager. Like, I didn't want to sign to nobody because, like, first of all, I was on probation. I couldn't leave. I couldn't, like, post. I was hosting at this club and this club because that's when that was hot. Like, everyone would host. Couldn't do that. I didn't know what brand deals were. So I never answered, like, my emails because I was like, I don't know what that is. So I was just literally, I would, like, do, like, little shout-outs here and there for, like, $400 or $300. And then, yeah.
So only
literally
OnlyFans
OnlyFans.
how you sustain it.
Yeah, and people had to talk me into doing that. I was like, no, there's no way I'm gonna do that to me. I don't want my sex life out there.
Girl.
No, like I was like, they don't know. Cause the way I used to see it is like they don't know if I really fucked that man or not. So they can't really call me a hoe. They don't know for sure. But if I have sex tapes out, they could definitely know I'm fucking. So
girl, you got on the internet years ago and said you ate 50 Cent's ass.
I know, but they don't know if that's true.
But is it?
I could have been lying.
But is it?
Lying. No, it's not. It's not.
So you didn't eat his ass?
No. I'm saying yes, it's not fake.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying no, it's not fake. But
how did his ass smell?
It was fine, girl. I've never ate no like stinky ass. Girl, I would be right here exposing that. But, no one did me foul.
How did you feel about, like, because there were some rumors out there that you had AIDS at one point. Did you see that?
No, I've heard that I've had herpes. Okay. I've heard that I have herpes. And when, like, that was from this girl that I used to hang out with a lot that did the podcast with Adam.
That's where I got it from, too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
She put out that I had herpes because I chose a guy over her. Which I was like, babe, like, I get it. You're mad. You're this, you're that. I was like, but can you please stop saying I have herpes? Like, that's, like, not okay. But all I did was go get an STD test, say that it was, like, negative and post it. And everyone left.
Are you afraid of catching something that's incurable?
No, yeah, I'm definitely scared. I'm definitely scared. I don't know what hit me. I think it was seeing that girl that went viral for having AIDS. Yeah. She was, like, fucking the industry,
I interviewed her, yeah.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Is she doing better now? Or
she's much healthier, but she did drop a big producer's name.
That gave her
starts with a D. Mm-hmm. Ends with an O. And she highly believes that he was the one that gave it to her.
I need to know this option.
She made a video and she was just saying 1 + 1 = 2. And I'm not the only girl that has said that this particular producer.
A producer?
And he's white.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's why I don't know.
So, and she's made videos about it. And there have been other girls that have come forward to say that they're positive too after sleeping with this particular producer.
Because I know a lot of these industry people be on the low, so that's kind of scary. I'm definitely scared. I'm so fucking scared.
Well, I'm gonna tell you who the producer is, so you can avoid him.
Okay, who is
it? But he liked black girls. He liked black girls anyway. He does. Like he likes black girls.
I've heard a lot of people say that, but like you never know, like on like a little horny night. I mean, I don't like white guys, so it's like I would never fuck. You already lost.
So would you only like Latina and white guy? I mean, what? I mean, you fucking know Adam. He white as they come.
That was my first and last ever white man. Hell no, I don't like white people. Oh, no thanks. I've only ever fucked black guys. Ever.
What do your siblings think about your lifestyle?
My brother disowned me.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he like disowned me. He does not talk to me at all. My sister minds her own fucking business. And then my other sister, I cut her off, so I don't really care what she thinks. But yeah. That's the only people who know. I think my mom knows. She just doesn't want to ask because we've never had that conversation. OnlyFans sent me like a merch because I'm about to do a show with them. They sent me like a box of merch and I just happened to be in Colorado. So I was like, can you send it to her? She opened the package. She's like, what's OnlyFans? I'm like, girl, it's a company I have to post for a couple $100. Like, don't worry about it. So I think she's just oblivious, but yeah, my family's not okay with anything with it. Unless my sisters mind their own fucking business though.
Now, have you ever been pregnant realistically by any of these people?
No.
Okay. Have you
I've
ever
been pregnant. Yeah, I've been pregnant once with my ex-boyfriend, the guy I keep talking about.
The one that beat you?
No,
Okay.
no. I was only with that guy for like 2 weeks.
Okay. Damn, and he already started.
Yeah, I moved in with him immediately though, so it was like maybe like a month.
Okay.
The longest a month. I don't know.
So the one you was tricking on, you got pregnant by him.
Mm-hmm.
So you was in love with him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then I had a miscarriage, and then like really like right away, and I was like, damn. And then I kept trying and
to get pregnant again.
Mm-hmm. And
you want a baby?
Of course. You know, like that's my like dream. I like want the white picket fence. Like I want my own family to myself. That's why I'm like trying to correct my karma. And that's why when I see like Tiana out, I'm apologizing to her. I'm just wanting to like make whatever the fuck karma I had like go the fuck away. So, you know, I'm almost 30. I gotta stop.
Because I was going to ask, like, how do you see your future besides OnlyFans? Because, I mean, you're not going to be able to do OnlyFans forever. Like, so what do you want to do?
So that's really what scared me a couple weeks ago. I had gotten, like, a flag on OnlyFans or something like that. And I just sat back and I was like, what the fuck? And then a couple days went by and my guy friend actually, I can't really
Well, they were going to freeze your account or something or shut your
No.
account down?
He came to me with a business opportunity. So now I'm going to get my real estate license and you guys will see me on a major show.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you are going to join reality TV.
I'm doing
real estate license.
So I want to do Baddies, but the next season of Baddies. I'm doing the Real Side Chicks of Miami on Friday.
Okay.
So that'll come out soon. And then once I get my real estate license and then that season starts up, I'll do that show. So,
okay.
And then I'm also trying really, really hard to get on Love and Hip Hop. I want to. I talked to like 10 of the castmates, so I don't really see why it's so hard, but yeah.
Okay. Now listen, make sure you save some of that money.
Oh, I'm good. I'm set up good. Like I still have a good amount, but you're right. Like OnlyFans can cancel today, and then what in like 5 years?
Yeah.
Like money, $1 million, whatever it is, runs out. So I'm definitely in my real estate bag.
Well, it's gonna be interesting. I mean, you want a baby, you want the white picket fence, you want the husband, so you want to be married.
Yeah.
Now, how do you feel like when they say like girls like you? There's no way you can turn like a hoe into a housewife.
I know. But honestly, I just feel like it's like I'm two different people. Like I know how to be a wifey. I know how to cook. I know how to clean. I know it's like that. I don't know listen. I know how to do all that. And then, but it's like when I'm single, like why the fuck do I have to portray like a wifey image? Like I'm not a wife, so I'm just like free spirited when I'm single. But I get that all the time. Like no guy will ever take you seriously. You did OnlyFans. You did this, but I firmly believe like my person will look past all of that. Everyone has a past.
He's probably gonna be old.
That's fine. Shit, I don't give a fuck. I want to trick as a husband now too. I don't give a fuck.
There's a lot of old men out here that marry strippers and all of them. So like they be old. They just need somebody to leave the money to.
And baby, I'm done paying my bills. So I don't give a fuck. That's fine with me.
You gonna come back when you done filming Real Side Chicks in Miami? I gotta get the whole cast in here.
Of course.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely gotta get you in here for Baddies too.
I hope they don't fight me.
Don't be fighting, Celina. They're gonna fuck up your face.
I know. That's what I'm scared about with Baddies, though.
They're gonna fuck
Natalie,
up
I was like, babe, I don't want to fight.
She knows she gonna set them up to fight you.
I know.
And I would be the first cast member running.
No, well, Vicky was running.
I know.
She was like, that praise God. Yeah,
that would be me. I'm not fighting nobody. That's why I take security with me. I'm not fighting. I'm not messing up I have to work.
Yeah.
So
I'm not fighting.
I'm gonna talk my shit and I'm gonna let somebody else handle your ass.
Yeah. Thank you.
Cheers. Listen. Baby. Celina, is there anybody else, like you said, you gave us the Inman. That was a total, even though you said it was already on the internet, but anybody else that we don't know about that you kind of kept in your vault, girl? Anybody?
I mean, I think the one guy that I have really is.
All right. Shout out to Celina Powell for coming through. And I bet that gave y'all a different perspective because, a lot of people only want to monetize the mess, But you know, I like to get the backstory, the whole story, because there's always a reason as to why people do what they do. They don't just do it. And I'm glad that you guys got just a portion of why she does what she does, okay? And so we have an extended version of that, over an hour long, that's going to go live here at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on tashaklive.com. So you need to subscribe to tashaklive.com. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for attending Pink Fuckery Friday. I hope that you guys had on your pink. I hope that you drunk. I hope that you enjoyed this motherfucking show, okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and enjoy my weekend because I've had a very long weekend. I gave y'all 3 shows, 3 days, actually 4 shows this week, or 5 shows. It's a 4. We did Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and you know at the beginning of the year, we're going to start going live 5 days a week, okay? So y'all be ready for that. And I got your feedback on the concept. A lot of y'all like the concept. I am considering something for happy hour. We shall see. Let me go on my spiritual sabbatical next week, and then I'll come back with an answer as to what we're going to do. But I do hear y'all because the winos are always right. Okay, that is for sure. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope that you enjoy, you know, Pink Fuckery Friday, okay? Don't forget, we sat down with Memphis, K. Michelle's ex, the one that she accused of hitting her and abusing her and things like that, as well as Toya Wright's ex-husband, the one that she was with on Marriage Boot Camp. He came through and spilled some hella wine, okay? I like it when the guys come through because they just be like, you know what? Fuck this. Let's go. Okay, there was no question that was off limits. We will be rolling that out. Stay tuned, too, for the Kevin Hart interview with his assistants. That's going to be coming out. All of that will be featured on tashaklive.com. Don't forget the Kiss interview over there, okay? I had no idea she had slept with Tupac, and there are pictures to prove it. tashaklive.com. All right, and with that being said, if you got tips on your favorite celebrities, please feel free to keep hitting me in the DM at UNWINEWITHTASHAK. Also, send me an email to unwinewithtashak@gmail.com. If you want to advertise on the platform, please feel free to hit us at ads@tashaklive.com. Thank you to my entire team. Thank you to y'all for loving on me and just loving everything that we do over here. We did dedicate this to Pink Fuckery Friday. Congratulations to Nikki for a phenomenal body of work. It doesn't matter if you didn't like it, if it was okay, if it was this, the work got done. The work got done, and my favorite track from Pink Friday is Everything. I was like, that little Uzi Vert track, that shit right, and everything is everything, okay? So, listen, I encourage you to download it. I bought the album twice, okay, even though I ain't got it. And I am enjoying it thoroughly, okay? And I love you guys, and I will see y'all on Monday, all right, for happy hour and more celebrity gossip, okay? Now I gotta go, and we're gonna let Celina Powell take you home. Bye. You don't know who's messier, you or me. So let's just make it all messy, okay? We finally got Celina Powell in the motherfucking wine cellar.
I was with Fetty Wap and Waka Flocka.
And you with Waka Flocka while he was with Tammy?
Yes.
And you had a conversation with Tammy?
Yes.
And gave her the receipt?
Yeah, I gave her the receipts and everything. I didn't know celebrities like you and like don't talk to you after.
How long did you and Offset fuck around though?
That was it.
That was it?
Girl, that was it. He hated me.
It was Snoop Dogg in the video, and he was snorting lines off of your chest.
And I FaceTimed him. He answered with his full face on the camera.
Sorry, I'm like in the middle of getting ready right now.
Alright, do you think I'm not ready? No question. I ain't you when I am ready.
Now, he was very married at the time.
I found out he was married when he flew me out for the BET Awards, and on stage, he's thanking his wife. I'm like,
how was 50 Cent in bed?
I remember good dick. That's why I could tell you my good dicks.
Okay, good dicks.
Yeah, Young Thug, #1.
You f***ed Emin? Bitch, you are the Black Willow. How did you meet Emin though?
Through DMs. Everything is through DMs.
He hit you in the DM?
Girl. DMs are the easiest thing. That's why I exposed
Now, Tiana is so unproblematic, but I've told her she need to stop letting bitches in her bed.
Like,
now, you were in a bathroom stall with Lil Meech giving him head.
You know, you have to give your man head wherever you're at.
Now, academics. I seen him like in a tape online, and his belly is really huge. It's hairy. His dick was kind of small, and he had to stay close.
Kinda. It's so small, babe. Literally the smallest dick ever. Oh my God. so mad that I just fucked him too.
How long were y'all together? Because y'all was like in a relationship.
Bro, he's gonna deny being with me, but like that man would literally have a fucking heart attack if he ever saw me with anybody else. He would always call me, always text me, like always making sure I'm good. He's told me he loved me. He's in love with me. He's kissed me. We fucked raw. Like we've cuddled. Like I've slept with him like overnight. We've cried together.
Fired right now.
Babe, like we've cried together. Like.
What did you cry about? What did you cry about? We did see him crying recently over.
No, I've had him in the hotel room.
Okay.
And we're like locked eyes and we're talking and crying together.
Y'all be.
Yeah, no, that's.
Y'all be hoes for real.
Maybe
the preacher's kids.
I was sheltered, like sheltered. And then when one thing did happen to me when I was like 14, it just got like worse. So like I was really sheltered.